Have you ever looked at your partner and thought, we haven't really connected in weeks? Many couples worry they're growing apart when actually they're just overwhelmed by life. Today, we'll talk about the difference between a busy season and true disconnection, the warning signs of emotional drift, and small daily habits that can keep couples connected. So, what does a normal busy season look like? Well, first of all, it's temporary. Even if it may be a little long, it's temporary. Signs of a busy season might be conversations are shorter, schedules are packed, intimacy may decrease temporarily. You feel more tired than disconnected. When you do get time together, the warmth is still there. So this might be like you're both exhausted, you collapse on the couch, and you like being next to each other, but you both fall asleep. So examples of this would be new baby, summer schedule changes, work deadlines, sometimes work travel, caring for aging parents, moving, or other major life transitions. A busy season usually feels like we don't have enough time rather than I don't think I know you anymore. On the contrary, emotional drift needs attention, and some warning signs could be you stop sharing important parts of your day, your inside jokes disappear, you have a situation and you assume your partner won't understand. Conversations become mostly logistical. You feel lonelier with your partner than alone, or you stop turning towards each other for comfort. The biggest red flag is indifference. Conflict means engagement. Indifference often means emotional distance is growing. So let's take a little assessment. We're going to do kind of busy versus growing apart. If we had an uninterrupted evening tonight, would I want to spend it with my partner? Yes. Likely you're busy. You're having a busy moment. If we had an uninterrupted evening tonight, would I avoid real conversation? Yes. Pay attention to the distance. So, disconnection is usually gradual and it often happens through constant multitasking, phones during conversations, stress and mental overload, unresolved resentment, the assumption that, oh, we'll connect later. Most couples don't wake up disconnected. They miss hundreds of small opportunities for connection. So let's talk about some habits that you can have in your relationship that maintain connection. They take like 5 minutes or less. The 5 minute check in. What was the best part of your day? What was the hardest part of your day? No problem solving required. You are just asking what was going on for them. You want to know about their world, how they're experiencing life right now. This can actually be a really fun dinner time game, even if you have children present, because sometimes that's challenging, right? Especially if you've got young kids. They're pretty much in your sphere all of the time. And you can ask as a family, what was the best part of your day? What was the hardest part of your day? Some families do rosebud thorn. Rose, what was the best part? Bud, what are you looking forward to? Thorn, what was the hardest part? No problem solving, just listening. You can do one meaningful touch, 20-second hug, holding hands, touching each other as you're moving past each other in the kitchen, the 10-second kiss, right? The Gottmans love kiss. Turn toward one bid for connection. So bids for connection are the ways in which we try and engage each other. And that can be something like, oh, look at this, or hey, did you see this thing happening? Can I tell you something? Or hey, can I bounce something off of you? Right? These are ways that I'm trying to engage with you, and that those small bids build connection over time. There's a funny tech version of this called pebbling on like Instagram, where you're sending your partner like these things that you're thinking of. And this can be great. But what I would suggest is tossing just one or two pebbles and then asking if they saw it. And if they haven't, maybe watching it together and chatting about it. And this is why I thought of you, that type of thing, so that you still get that in-person connection if you can. But that can be a fun way to do it as well, using a little tech, because, tech is there. So ask yourself, are we disconnected or are we depleted? Have we stopped making time for each other? And if we have, what is one small connection ritual we could restart this week? Remember, growing apart and being busy can look similar from the outside. The difference is whether the desire for connection is still present. Busy couples often need more intentional time. We need to put it into the relationship. People would joke about scheduling sex. When your world demands time from you, you need to protect the time for each other, which means scheduling it, however you would protect any other time. Disconnected couples often need more intentional time and turning toward each other. Maybe that means that we have a very specific ritual about dinner time chat, or kissing each other before we leave or when we come back. Something that feels like, hey, I am intentionally taking this moment to be with you. The good news is that relationships are usually strengthened not by one grand gesture, but by small moments of attention repeated consistently. So think about what is something that you might be able to do, ways that you can check in with your partner this week to keep those little bids for connection, those little moments alive and healthy in your relationship. Take care of yourselves and each other.